my review of the 2016 remake of The Magnificent Seven. I was a big fan of this movie, actually. I've seen very mixed things about it out there. There's a lot of people who complain that it exists at all, which I do kind of understand. I have a bit of the remake, sequel, all that crap withdrawal, just like everybody else does, but I thought this was a well done movie. Now, I saw the movie that this is based on probably last year, The Magnificent Seven, the 1960s version, for the first time, and thought it was awesome. And then earlier this year I saw The Seven Samurai, the movie that actually inspired the original Magnificent Seven, and I absolutely loved it. So this movie had a lot to live up to, but what I tried to do with this one more than anything else was I just thought to myself, there's no way it's going to live up to The Seven Samurai. Like, I just loved that movie so much. I thought it was so affecting and so well told, and the characters were so well drawn. But a lot of that was because that movie is like 3.5 hours long. So I figured when going into this movie was probably made to be a popcorn film, and they were trying to combine it with the other ones or compare it to the other ones was probably just going to lead to me being unhappy when I saw it. So I tried to forget that those existed to a degree when I was watching it. And now, don't get me wrong, in the back of my mind I was making a few comparisons like, well, so that's how they did it in this movie, but they did it like this in the other movie, and I like the other version better, but whatever. I try to let most of that stuff go and just look at this movie on its own merits, and I thought it was an enjoyable movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and try to say, movie of the year, that, I'm not writing home about it. I'm not saying, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. Far from it. Well, maybe not too far from it, but, it's just an enjoyable movie. I liked a lot of the characters. I thought the acting was really well done for the most part. And a lot of that's because there's a lot of actors in this movie that I really enjoy. Like, who doesn't like Denzel and Chris Pratt? I'm always excited to see Vincent D'Onofrio and more. I think that guy is just so immensely talented, and I love seeing him in things. And he was great in this movie. I think he might have been my favorite character, and he was a supporting character, and I just loved him. And Ethan Hawke is always great. The other three of the seven, none of them are actors whose names I know or most likely you know, but unless they're the big deal somewhere else that I'm not aware of. But there was a dude with knives. I thought he was awesome. There was a Native American, and he was portrayed very well. Like, he wasn't a stereotype, but he also seemed fitting, and I just loved it. I thought this movie was great. Loved it is probably a bit of an overstatement, but I thought it was really well done. I enjoyed it quite a bit. If you didn't like it, honestly, I'm not really sure why. Like I said, other than comparing it to the originals, which then, it totally falls short. It's nowhere near as, the story's nowhere near as involved as Seven Samurai. It's nowhere near as bloody as the original movie. It's a lot more sanitized. It's a lot more modern, really. But I think it's still a great movie. So I almost forgot. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on his name. The guy who played the villain. He's always one of my favorite actors. You know what? This is gonna bug me enough that I'm just gonna look this up super quick here. So just stay with me here. So, how are you doing? Peter Sarsgaard. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention Peter Sarsgaard. I love Peter Sarsgaard. He's been in so many great movies, and I thought he was a fantastic villain. And just he was so hateable, and he's so in lots of other movies he's so relatable and lovable, and this far from it. And I just loved his performance. He probably would be my number 2 after D'Onofrio. So, but yeah, if you saw this movie and you didn't like it, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'm not really quite sure why. Like I said, I thought it was a well-made movie for what it is. Taking it on its own merits, I thought it was a well-made movie. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. Please, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I always love getting new subscribers, and have a nice day.